Welcome to a fascinating look at the evolution of music formats from 1900 to 2000. From vinyl records to cassette tapes and compact discs, each format marked a new way for people to experience their favorite tunes. While the formats changed, the love for music remained constant, capturing hearts across generations. Join us as we explore the top 10 music formats that defined each era. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more nostalgic journeys into music history. 1. Wax cylinders, 1900s. In the early 1900s, wax cylinders were among the first commercial music formats, allowing people to listen to music at home for the first time. These cylindrical objects had grooves etched into them, which played music when placed on a phonograph. Though their sound quality was limited, wax cylinders marked a revolutionary step in recorded sound. People could now replay music rather than only hearing it live. However, the fragile wax was prone to damage, and each cylinder could only hold a few minutes of sound. Despite these limitations, they paved the way for later formats by introducing the concept of recorded music to the masses. 2. Shellac records, 1910s-1920s. Shellac records gained popularity in the 1910s, especially the iconic 78 RPM format. Made from a mixture of shellac and other materials. These records were more durable than wax cylinders and could hold more music. By the 1920s, they became the standard for commercial music, allowing for higher quality sound and longer recordings. The 78 RPM records usually held one song per side, making them ideal for singles or brief performances. However, they were still somewhat fragile and bulky, leading to the development of more compact formats. Shellac records introduced many people to the joys of building a music collection and served as a critical stepping stone in recorded music history. 3. Vinyl records, 1940s-1950s. Vinyl records became widely popular in the 1940s and 1950s, quickly replacing shellac as the material of choice for records. The new vinyl material was more durable, produced clearer sound, and allowed for the creation of LP, long-playing, records that could hold multiple songs on each side. This revolutionized the album concept, as artists could now release entire collections of songs rather than just singles. LPs played at 33 1/3 RPM, and singles were often released on smaller 45 RPM records. Vinyl records became a cultural icon, with cover art becoming as essential as the music itself. The vinyl era lasted decades and remains beloved by collectors and audiophiles to this day. 4. Reel-to-reel tape, 1950s-1960s. Reel-to-reel tape emerged in the 1950s as a popular format for high-fidelity audio recording. Initially used by professionals in radio and studios, it soon became accessible to home users who valued sound quality. Unlike records, reel-to-reel tape offered greater flexibility, as listeners could record and play back their own music. The format was celebrated for its rich sound, but it was also bulky, requiring a large tape deck. Reel-to-reel tape also allowed for longer recording times, making it a popular choice for audiophiles and home recordings. Though eventually overshadowed by more convenient formats, reel-to-reel tape left a lasting impact on music recording technology. 5 to 8 track tapes, 1960s-1970s. The 8-track tape became iconic in the 1960s and 1970s, especially as a portable music format for cars. This cartridge-based format allowed for continuous playback without the need to flip sides, making it ideal for long drives. 8-track tapes became a pop culture staple, providing the soundtrack to many road trips during this era. Although they offered convenience, their sound quality was inconsistent, and tapes would often snap or wear out over time. Despite these drawbacks, 8-track tapes revolutionized in-car listening, making music more accessible on the go. The format was eventually phased out with the arrival of the more reliable cassette tape but remains a nostalgic icon. 6. Cassette tapes, 1970s-1980s. Cassette tapes exploded in popularity during the 1970s and 1980s, providing a portable, recordable format that became the standard for personal music collections. Smaller and more durable than 8 tracks, cassettes could be played on portable devices like the Walkman, making music even more accessible. Cassettes allowed people to make mixtapes, record radio shows, and personalize their music experience. The format was affordable, convenient, and easy to use, capturing the imagination of music lovers around the world. Cassettes became a major part of music culture, dominating both personal and commercial use for over a decade. While eventually replaced by compact discs, they hold a unique place in music history. 7. Compact discs, 1980s–1990s. The compact disc arrived in the 1980s and soon became the dominant music format, thanks to its high-quality digital sound and durability. Compact discs allowed for quick song access without the need to rewind or fast-forward, making them far more convenient than tapes. The clarity and reliability of compact discs set a new standard, and the format quickly spread to households worldwide. Compact discs were initially more expensive but became affordable as they grew popular. They also featured album art and lyrics in the packaging, adding to their appeal. Compact discs marked the beginning of the digital music era and remained the primary format until the rise of digital downloads. 8. Minidisc, 1990s. Minidiscs were introduced in the 1990s as a portable, digital alternative to compact discs, offering similar sound quality in a smaller, more durable format. Minidiscs allowed users to record their own music, a feature that appealed to audiophiles and collectors. Although the format never reached the popularity of compact discs, it was popular in certain markets, especially in Japan. Minidiscs offered a unique balance of portability and quality, but they were overshadowed by the rapid adoption of digital formats and MP3s. Despite its niche appeal, the minidisc remains a memorable part of 1990s audio culture and an innovative step in portable music technology. 9. MP3 Players, late 1990s–2000s. The late 1990s saw the advent of MP3 players, which completely changed the way people listened to and stored music. MP3 players could hold hundreds of songs in a compact, portable device, thanks to digital compression technology. These players made music highly accessible, allowing users to create playlists, shuffle songs, and carry entire music libraries in their pocket. The popularity of MP3 players led to the decline of physical formats like compact discs and introduced a new era of digital convenience. With the introduction of the iPod in 2001, MP3 players became the go-to device for personal music, fundamentally changing listening habits worldwide. 10. Digital streaming, 2000s and beyond. In the early 2000s, digital streaming revolutionized music consumption, making music accessible on demand from almost any device with an internet connection. Services like Napster and, later, platforms like Spotify, Apple Music, and Pandora allowed users to access vast music libraries without owning physical or digital copies. Streaming provided unparalleled convenience and transformed the industry, making music more global and instantly accessible. It marked the shift from ownership to access, as people no longer needed to buy albums or download files. While this format continues to evolve, it remains the dominant form of music consumption in the modern era, reflecting changing technology and listener preferences. Thanks for joining us on this nostalgic journey through a century of music formats. From wax cylinders to streaming, each format brought us closer to our favorite songs in new ways. These formats are more than just devices, they're memories and milestones in music history. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more deep dives into the icons of music and technology.